Hello and welcome to episode 7 of the Splashdown podcast, the re-recorded edition. With us today is my host, Krog.
Hello.
And my guest, Snoot. That's me.
Wait, what?
And today we're going to be talking about the world premiere test-fire demo that happened this Saturday. It was good, wasn't it?
It was very fun. I liked it a lot.
Did you like the parts with the squids or the parts with the octopuses more?
I liked the parts with the big man.
Yeah, for we're not just in a world of squids and octopuses and fish and jellies and sea cucumbers and, well, let's just say there's manta rays now. Were there ever any manta rays before? I don't remember any manta rays. No.
Not sentient ones anyway.
No. Unsentient robot one.
No.
The assassin sent after Steve. No. Can't be doing that. That's not on. Big Man did not kill Steve Irwin.
No!
That is a lie.
No, that's false information.
Yeah.
A stingray killed Steve Irwin, not a manta ray. They're two separate things.
It's true. And I don't see a horrible sting on Big Man's tail.
Big Man would never. It doesn't even seem like Big Man has a tail.
If Big Man had a tail, it would be like a lollipop.
It would be like really soft and squidgy.
And you could sleep on it.
Oh.
And it would go fluff, fluff, fluff. Am I right?
Oh yeah, we haven't even introduced them yet. We just went straight into the Big Man talk.
Well, I always like talking about big men.
No.
Nah, Big Man's sick. We were in Splashfest. We were Big Man's strongest soldiers.
We were
Love Big Man.
Team Scissors.
Love a good scissor. And
Jesus Christ.
the other two idols, of course, as you'll know, unless you don't, are
living under a rock.
Oh, like Team Shiver, am I right? Yes, Shiver representing rock, and Fry representing paper. By popularity, it looked like rock was the highest voted for, then scissors, then paper.
Barely had any matches against paper. I think maximum 4 that wasn't the tricolour matches, which we'll get into later.
Yeah, and we played for about 8 hours, maybe? I see in your notes you have written Big Man plushie please.
Yes, absolutely.
How big would the Big Man plushie be?
Like the size of a bed. Have you seen there's like Snorlax plushes?
Oh yeah.
And they're like double bed size. Like that.
That's silly.
I want to be enveloped. But he's like
God.
that big. No! He's that big though, you can like just put his little flaps around you. Stop!
Yeah, you can be enveloped in Big Man's flaps.
Stop!
All you want. Yeah, that would be really sweet. I'd like
and
that.
You want to be embraced by Fry's fantastic forehead.
Oh. Yeah, I do, to be honest. Fry probably after Big Man. Well, definitely after Big Man. She's my favourite, but...
I think Shiver's better, but...
Ooh. A Shiver fan.
I think she's cool.
After the sex appeal from the fish, are we?
No.
Nah, fair enough. Shiver is a shark-based creature. And Fry, as you pointed out to me, Krog,
a morail, apparently.
Based creature with her big forehead and her teethies.
I thought she was a piranha, because she's got quite sharp teeth.
Mm.
And she kind of looks like it, because they also have, like, big heads.
Yeah.
Tiny bodies.
Yeah, brown with the teeth.
There was talk about Shiver being non-binary, which came out to be nothing of the sort.
No,
I mean, Big Man is very much gendered.
Yeah, it's right there, front and centre, middle of his crotch.
Big. No! Big Man.
Big Man's back. All right. Anyway, I should say my favourite piece of fan art I've seen of them is Big Man laying in bed, and he's got a couple of plushies, and they're a Fry. And
Yeah, that's
Shiver.
really cute. That's why I was thinking of the bed plushie.
Yeah. Anyway, those are the three idols. Together they are called
Deep cut.
Deep Cut. Yes, and you'd see people who be heretical Deep Cut fans with their splash tags, or whatever.
Satanic big man ritualists. Well, that's too many words, sorry.
Oh, yes. I tried to do the funniest splash tag I could, but all I could come up with was obedient office worker. Or
Mine was what was mine? Nostalgic sea creature.
nice. You saw so many youthful Splashlandians. It's just you didn't spend half an hour in the demo the day before setting
It's
up, did you?
kind of weird that they've taken that from Animal Crossing.
Yeah. Same.
You get really fun ones in Animal Crossing. I don't remember what mine is, but it's very weird.
Yeah. Same development team, which is why that idea is carried over, and it's a really good idea, to be fair.
Well, Splatoon 3 has already got much more appeal than Animal Crossing.
Yeah.
Sadly.
Animal Crossing New Leaf was so much more fun.
Animal Crossing has missed the mark, but we're not talking about Animal Crossing.
We're not talking about how Tortimer's Island, and how much time I spent on there in my youth. How I met a woman once on the tropical island where you could meet random strangers, and she gave me a hat, and I gave her, I think, my shirt or something. Woo.
Who is she? Who is she?
Oh, she was beautiful. What? She was my first girlfriend. Anyway,
No.
we spent half an hour together. It was great. Nah. Right. Next on the running order, rock paper scissors. Yes, that was the Splatfest theme. We've kind of been over that.
3 idols, 3 teams.
Yeah, well, the new gimmick.
It's like it's Splatoon 3 or something.
Yeah, it's you get the tricolour turf wars, which we'll talk about later. But yeah, kind of interesting having the 3 teams with the Splatfest. Kind of made it a lot more unpredictable, because
Very unpredictable.
with Splatoon 2, it was kind of the least popular one was always gonna win. I'm not sure exactly why that would be, but I guess it's because the filthy casuals, how dare they not devote all their life to playing one game.
They come back for the Splashfest, and then it's they call it Splashfest.
Yeah, that's fine.
Splashland.
Let's play Splashland with the Inkmen. No, that's cool.
The octopus lads. The ink boys.
The Squidders. Yeah, they come back and then they lose a lot because they're playing against people who spend every waking hour playing the game, and yeah, then you get a wipeout, boys. It is what it is. But with this new format,
should be different.
Should be. I mean, Rock was the most popular team and it won, so.
I mean, Scissors was winning.
Yep.
Till halfway.
And then we came second in every single pointed category, which meant that we lost with 0 points.
It does not make sense. Yeah, GG Rock.
Yep. No, it's fine. It counts for literally nothing. So yeah,
doesn't carry on until the proper game. So
yeah, it's all good. Yeah. So those were the results. Now, we should probably talk about the new stages.
Yeah.
So we'll start off with the new ones, with the first stage revealed to us, which is Scorch Gorge. What did you think of this one then, Krog?
Pretty cool. Kind of expected. Yeah, I kind of expected it to be play like that because we saw it in the trailers a bunch. Yeah,
honestly, I really like this design. I think it's every Splatoon map is symmetrical, so you've got sort of your area at the start, which is really hard for the opponent to get in. You can ink that up and get a bunch of points, get your specials in order to face them in the middle, which in this case is a wide open area with 2 small ancillary areas just off the sides, and a big bridge in the middle leading to a central point, which
There'll be a theme
defend.
here where there's a lot of bridges in these newer ones.
Yeah.
Walkways in general, which is nice. I like that there's like 2 different playing areas.
I want to say that all of them had bridges.
Part. Oh no, because that's not new, is it? I was gonna say Mahi Mahi, but it's not new.
And it doesn't.
It does have a walkway.
It doesn't have a walkway, but you can jump over some platforms.
Yeah.
Very much a bridge-like structure. I mean, you control the bridge, you control the map, let's be honest.
Yes.
Yes. That's not so much the case with Scorch Gorge. It's a very thin bridge that will take you maybe 4 seconds to walk over, and you're completely exposed. There is nothing protecting
nothing to hide behind.
The other team have a very good shot on you from there close, and they have a good sniper position with cover. It's you have to get.
I don't think I remember mentioning this in the podcast we recorded, and I mistakenly deleted or did something to anyway. But like you spawn into the map differently these days. Instead of there being a spawning pad, you come in on these little like coffee maker like espresso machines.
Coffee cannons? I don't know what they're
There
called.
is a word for them, and I can't remember what it is.
Frothers.
No, there's like a word for it in the Splatoon lore.
Ooh, I don't know.
Well, I've seen
Nice.
it on Twitter, which is where I get all my Splatoon information.
Yeah, fair.
But it could be a weird translation from like the Japanese one as well. So
Yes, so you fire down from them, which helps to avoid spawn camping, and even better, you get ink armor for. Is it a set period of time, or is it
I
in
think
your
it's
area?
a radius. But it might also be time as well, but because that's not something I tested, because I just wanted to get into the fight, you know?
Yes, and you'd have to be getting shot at to have it tested anyway, which only happened like once, and in Tricolour Turf War for me.
Oh yeah, because yeah.
Yeah. We'll get on to that. Anyway, the next stage, the new stage, is Eeltail Alley. This area has
Bridge.
a bridge, yes. This bridge is much more protected.
Is this the one where it had like a little... Yeah.
Yes, it's the one where you walk across it and it's got like a block in the middle, and it's got 2 pieces of cover at each end for snipers or heavies, and it's got an extra bridge over the top leading to a little area just for inking, and I guess that'll be useful in, I don't know, like clams? Maybe they'll put the clam basket up there. I don't know.
We don't have long to wait and see.
No, it's releasing in a few days. Oh, how exciting. Yeah, really like this stage.
Yeah, I think this one's my favourite.
Yeah, it's simple, it's effective, it's really good. Really enjoy this one. It's this game's version of The Reef and Urchin Underpass. It's got very much those vibes. It's got
I like the reef.
yeah, got road signs around, and it's in an urban environment. Looks good. Looks very good. I didn't go over the vibes of Scorch Gorge. Should just mention that.
It's in a Scorch Gorge.
It's in a gorge, yes.
To me, it kind of reminds me of... I can't remember what it's called. It's the one in Splatoon 2, and it's got like an oil field vibe.
I want to say the oil rig level from Splatoon 1.
No.
Which was terrible.
Well, kick myself. I can't remember that. I want to say Anchovy Games, but it's totally not Anchovy Games.
Salt spray rig. That's the one from Splatoon 1.
No.
Yeah. Anyway, it's...
I'll put it in when I figure it out.
Nice. Edit here. It is
Piranha Pit.
The Reef. Anyway, everything's very rusty. You can see jellies in the background climbing the rock menias, are they called? Manias?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
There's like
The little
those
cage
rocks.
things.
Those rocks are called something.
Oh, are they?
Yeah, it's like menias, monoliths.
Monoliths, yeah, sure.
I don't know.
Like, you get them in Australia and parts of America.
Oh yeah, the Australian streamer the other day we said that the biggest tourist attraction to his country is a rock in the middle of the desert. And it's just like, yeah,
I mean,
bounce.
I could say the same about America as well.
Yeah, it's true. Biggest tourist attraction, rock in the middle of the desert. Not Disneyland.
Is it actually Disneyland?
Oh, it's gotta be, isn't it?
Oh, embarrassing. I thought like Mount Rushmore or like
Oh, yeah.
Grand Canyon maybe.
Oh, that's true, yeah. Plenty of natural wonders, Jellystone and all that. Then we go on to Undertow Spillway as the third new map that we got to play.
Not my favourite.
No,
It was very grey there.
It's very grey, and with the dark playground of... Dark playground? What am I talking about? The dark...
Ooh, the dark playground.
You have to play every stage at night.
It's like Dark Academia, but for like toddlers.
Dark Brandon.
No,
Oh, no?
it's not a political podcast.
There is nothing political about Dark Brandon.
Okay, sure.
He's just a fella, you know.
Well, it's lad.
Met him at the pub. Undertow Spillway is a grey, monotonous stage. Looks like, well, where water would go if it flooded in a city.
A spillway, perhaps. They have them in
Yeah.
like California, where it's like they're dry for the most part.
Yeah.
I can't remember what they're called.
Storm drains.
They're storm somethings.
Yeah, anyway, it's like a cathedral-sized one of those. It's made of concrete. Everything's concrete. The ground has like green slime on it. It's a bit... But anyway, the map design itself...
Yeah, it works really well though. It might be like very drab, but
Yeah, once you get paint on it, it's fine.
yeah.
Map design itself is two halves separated by a raised sort of bridge that you can go along, and if you control the sort of bridge, you can control both sides of it. It's also got a glass panel at the top, which is designed for
Ooh.
snipers.
I just thought the raised bit in the middle kind of reminds me of Black Belly Skate Park, but without
Yeah.
the central pillar.
All the nice vibes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Just some sky would be nice.
Yeah, rather than being underground. Wonder how that's going to look in the daytime. Yeah, I didn't particularly enjoy this map. I felt like this is the easiest one to be shut out of the new ones, simply because there's just so much cover if you get to the other side of the not bridge thing.
The not bridge thing.
Yeah, if you've got a long-range weapon and you're just hiding behind that pole that's on your side, as it were, of the bridge, then it's going to be hard to attack. The next map that got revealed and we got to play is Mincemeat Metalworks. Now, what did you think of this one, Krog?
I love the name. It's cool. I can't quite remember it, to be honest.
Yes,
We're looking at a picture right now, and it doesn't really help me what it was like to play it.
if I told you it had a bridge, would it help you?
No, they all have bridges.
Yeah, this is the least consequential of all the bridges, I'd say. It's a big a grating in the middle of the stage, so, I mean, you can cross it, but both sides have climbable walls, like, right next to them, so, to be honest, I think I only crossed the bridge once, and that's because I was using heavy with run speed up. It was just like, this is quicker. It's another good stage, I'd say. You've got your area, and it's very well fortified. If people get into it, you can push them out quite easily, I'd say. The middle section, on the other hand, is a big, wide open place with sort of lorries placed into the ground, which are not climbable, and you can hide on like behind them, nice snipe spot there, but the snipe spot isn't particularly well fortified, I'd say, because you can go behind it, you can go up the side of the lorry behind them. It's just a nicely looking designed place.
My dad might input, but I can't remember it. But I think I liked it because I didn't dislike any of these.
Yeah, that's why I was going on for a bit, giving you some time to think.
I still can't picture it in my head.
Nah, fair enough.
I just kind of conflated a lot of them together because they have a bridge.
Yeah, we're recording this on a Tuesday, so
It's been a while since we played, so well over a week.
Yeah. Oh, I was thinking it was this Saturday, but
no.
This Saturday was the day of the booster vaccine that knocked me out for 2 days.
Poor Snoot.
Poor Snoot. Anyway, the vibes of this place, Mincemeat Metalworks, it's a scrapyard. It's got a big crane thing going over it, and it's surrounded by piles of scrap metal made into cubes. It is quite nice looking.
Yeah.
To be honest, I enjoy it. Anyway, now we move on to the returning maps that we've got to play. First off, Museum d'Alfonsino.
I remember this one.
Nice.
We didn't play it that often, but I remembered it because it has cool visuals in it and it's very spinny.
Yeah, lovely map. This is back from Splatoon 1. Don't know why they took it out of Splatoon 2, frankly. It's a really good map.
They put another museum in there.
They did, yes.
And it's awful. I don't like it. You can watch our ranking videos to see how we rate the Splatoon 2 stages.
Yeah, I disagree there. I do quite like that stage, but
I think I gave it like a C or a B.
Yeah. Anyway, this is a museum, but it's an art museum, so not a museum of natural history like the other stage.
It was like on the tip of my tongue and I forgot.
Schellendorf Institute.
Yes.
That's the one.
Not a real museum, it's an institute.
Yeah, the Institute of Bones.
Little
Think about it.
submarines.
Squids don't have bones. Think about that.
Cartilage.
Yeah. Think on. Anyway. The Museum d'Alfonsino, the main gimmick is its 3 spinning platforms. 2 on either side of the map and 1 in the middle. The middle one is the way up onto each side if you're on the attacking team, and the focal point of defense if you're on the defending team. It is not particularly well fortified on your side, to be honest.
No.
If you get up there as the attacking team, you have a very nice chance to attack.
You will be splooshed out on this one.
Yes,
Thank God there weren't any splooshes.
Yeah. The walls, the spinning walls offers a good place to hide. Hard to get people out of there, but can be done. And there is a way around that spinning area if you want to just go into the middle and, say, paint up their side instead. So it does have options. This was a great map in Splatoon 1, and it's looking like it's going to be a great map in Splatoon 3. There's been a couple of changes made, namely the sides have been made bigger in Splatoon 3, so it's more consequential to paint them. There's been a block removed from that side. I think that was in Turf War in Splatoon 1. It may have only been in Rainmaker, though. Can't remember. Oh well. And yes, a couple of other small changes made. You used to be able to get up onto the right-hand side platforms from the opening area in Splatoon 1. You now can't. When attacking, that is, sorry. And there used to be Inkling Girl statues on the outside edge of the map, which had glowing eyes in the night sometimes.
Creepy.
And those are no longer there, presumably because they're ghosts and they've disappeared.
Ew.
Or maybe not, I don't know. Anyway, the vibes of that place are great. It's like a big art museum.
Yeah, it's fun. Lots
Modern.
to see in there.
Very beautiful. I like it a lot.
Also open air, which is not what you would expect from an art museum, but there you go.
Yeah, you can get the paintings wet.
Mona Lisa al fresco.
speaking of the vibes, Mahi Mahi Resort.
Love this one. It's lovely looking.
Yeah.
Also, it's the levels switch around with the tide, like sort of like halfway through, which is really interesting.
It's unique and cool.
Yep.
Yes. It is a big hotel, and you're in the middle of a pool, and it's set there as a floating stage.
The pool is also in the shape of a squid. Let's
What?
not brush over that.
I would never brush over that.
You were gonna brush over that.
I was going to brush over that. I'm so sorry. As Krog has mentioned, the water rises. Off.
Does the water rise?
No, it
or
doesn't
does
at all.
the stage sink?
The stage grows up.
Grows up?
It becomes an adult in the middle. In the middle of big man's arms.
Oh.
Oh god. Anyway, substantial changes made here from Splatoon 1. Good. It was a completely unbalanced map in Splatoon 1. If you had an E-liter, you would just... It's feeding time, boys.
I honestly don't know how you could use a long-range weapon in the Splatoon 3 one. It's quite difficult.
There are a lot more ways of avoiding
You
being
can hide.
killed.
You can hide easier.
Yes, Splatoon 1. Good luck, mate. But here, yeah, a lot more balanced. Yeah, anyway, I still think it's probably going to favour longer range weapons simply because it has a middle section which is some platforms with blocks on so you can hide from people below. They can throw bombs up at you, of course, but I'd say more Splatling friendly now than snipe. You've still got your side which you can snipe from, but it's less strong. Yeah, good map. Completely different, I'd say. Like, the middle section completely different, the starting section completely different. It's only loosely based on Mahi Mahi.
Well, they had renovations.
Yeah, they made it much better. Shall we say the final stage, which they did very little to,
Boring.
is Sturgeon Shipyard.
I don't like Sturgeon Shipyard anyway, but...
Is all I have to say about Sturgeon Shipyard. It's alright.
Yeah, meh.
It's fine.
I felt even worse about it because of the tricolour matches, but...
It's certainly something. Yeah, middle section is exactly the same.
Don't know about the sides, really.
I mean, I went up there. They're slightly different, like flattened out a bit. It's less blocky.
Would you say it's less vertical?
I would say it was less vertical. The bridges go slower, can tell you that, waiting for them to go down so I can go and attack their halves. But their halves are much bigger and indeed flatter than they were before. Less vertical walls.
Makes sense.
Yes. Other than that, very little changes. It's still the same as Shipyard you know and love. Next point on the agenda is other new stages yet to be played. There is one that I'm aware of.
There's Wahoo World, but that's like...
Wait, what? Who World's going to be in it?
Yeah.
Huh? Didn't know that. Cool. I guess I haven't been paying attention. Hagglefish Market, that's the name.
Yeah, that was like the new one.
Yes. Can't really say much about it.
Well, it looks cool. You can see jellies on the side in like little market stalls.
Yeah.
It looks nice. Kind of reminds me of Mahi Mahi a bit, by the looks of it.
It's got that white blue sky and flags and a sort of party atmosphere. It's not got a bridge though, so I don't know what to say.
Friendship ended with Hagglefish Market.
I should add that Sturgeon Shipyard does indeed still have its bridge. Hagglefish Market, it's got plenty of places of cover. I guess that's good against the rain and ink jets and stuff, so that's interesting. So you say there is Mahi Mahi Resort? No, not Mahi Mahi.
Wahoo World. Oh, there's the bridge.
Hammerhead Bridge.
Yes.
Yep. That looks absolutely completely different. It seems to be taking place underneath the bridge now,
It's
or
under
perhaps
construction.
yes, Hammerhead Bridge was under construction in Splatoon 1, so I guess they're taking their time with it.
It's like that place in Barcelona.
Not the Sistine Chapel.
Oh
the
my
other one.
god! The Sagrada Familia. There we go.
The ticket. It used to have big gratings in the middle. It now does not have any grating at all.
You don't want to squid through that.
No. Says here that Inkblot Art Academy is also coming back with a screenshot that makes it look like it's exactly the same.
Yeah, I like
So,
Inkblot.
Fair enough. Good map. What can you say? Yeah.
Macomart as well.
There's Macomart.
Fave.
Yeah. Oh, there's a screenshot here which is just from Splatoon 2, so maybe
Oh, right,
maybe
okay.
the Inkblot Art Academy one is also from Splatoon 2. Jeez. Yeah, Wahoo World also put there. But yeah, more maps will be added in updates. With what we have here is a screenshot showing Flounder Heights from Splatoon 1, which is a good map.
And something that looks like the Great Pyramids of Giza.
Have you ever heard of the Egyptian pyramids? That was a Seaman impression.
Seaman reference.
A Seaman reference in chat. Drop a Seaman if you got that one, boys.
If you've made it this far, type "I love seamen" into the chat.
You could also say that you love Big Man as well, which is be wholesome.
You love big men and you love seamen.
I love Big Man Seaman. Anyway.
No.
No?
Big man is a seaman.
Yeah, man of the sea. So, gameplay-wise, Splatoon 3 has a couple of new kinks to it. Now, Splatoon 2 brought us dodge rolls with one weapon, the Julies.
Was that not in?
No dodge rolls at all in Splatoon 1. Oh no. And arguably, you could say substrafing was not in... Well, that's not arguable. It wasn't in Splatoon 1.
I mean, substrafing isn't exactly a mechanic built into the game.
It's not built into the game, however, the one sub-weapon you couldn't use it with was altered so that you could use it.
Oh,
so
fair.
they are happy about it being in there, which is nice. Very, very non-Nintendo way of going about things. They usually stomp on any fun as soon as they see it, like I want Big Man to stomp on that.
Stop.
Poor Big Man. Yes.
He doesn't deserve this.
No, he doesn't, poor guy. Anyway, the dodge rolls new to Splatoon 2, and now we have the Squid Surge and the Squid... What's it called?
I can't remember. It's like a... I don't know. The sushi motion.
Yeah.
The dodge roll.
Jump to the side. Usable.
It's a barrel roll.
Yeah, jump to the side, usable on any weapon. Unusable if you're me, frankly. I used it once in battle.
I used it twice, and one time it was by accident, but it looked really cool, so...
That was kind of my experience.
Obviously, we haven't had a tutorial on it, so we don't really know.
Yeah, presumably playing the single player will tell us all about these new moves and how great they are.
Single player soon.
Exactly. Can have a podcast about that. That'd be good.
I might even do a little playthrough.
Oh, yeah, do it. Be fun. Yeah, these new mechanics, we haven't had much experience with them. Tried it maybe once or twice, but most of the time it's just like, why should I dodge them when I can just shoot them?
I'd rather go into my ink anyway.
Yeah, and once you've been hit once, it's like kill or run.
Yeah.
Rather than hope, like whack my stick to the left and press B and just hope you get the dodge, rather than a lame jump and get killed, which happened more than once.
Did you use the Squid Surge at all? I used it like once, but...
I did not use it once.
I think I used it once in match just to see if I could do it. It didn't help me at all because like the person saw me do it, so
Yeah, you kind of flash and like you surge up the wall. I guess you got invincibility while you're doing that.
I
But
don't know if you can use it with a charger either, so I'd like to see that.
you'd have to.
You can do some cool 360 no scopes with it.
Yeah, it'd be cool to see a pro do it. I don't think I could do that, frankly.
No.
You'd have to know where they were before you got off the wall. Like, I guess if it was called out to you exactly where they were, you could do it. Like, that'd be hard. Anyway, I think we should move on to the Tricolour Turf Wars now. We've alluded to them earlier, and now they're here.
It's almost like a free-for-all. Yeah, Tricolour Turf War. As Scissors, we didn't really get to experience it in the most positive way.
Yes, it's when you are the defending team who starts off in the middle.
The better team.
The team who's winning, you get to start in the middle. There are 4 of you versus 2 from each of the other teams. This sounds like it would put you at an advantage. You would be wrong. The defending teams get about, I'd say around 30% of the map to paint themselves on each side. And did I say defending teams? I meant attacking teams. And that gives them a massive advantage. Whereas if you're in the middle, you do have the advantage of 4 players, but 2 have to be looking on both sides. There's also the Ultra Beacon. As the defending team, you cannot touch the Ultra Beacon. The Ultra Beacon must remain
they are only
untouched.
to be defended.
Yes. So if, say, you get wiped because the other teams are good, then you have lost the game pretty much conclusively, because they'll get the Ultra Beacon, which is a giant unkillable squeezer.
It's a sprinkler.
I wish it was a giant unkillable squeezer. That would be terrifying, actually. Yeah, it's like a big mop, and it rinses itself out over a massive area, and that's pretty much it, especially if the same team gets it twice, because...
Yeah, it's GG then.
Yeah, there's very little you can do. You're cut off from your teammates. You gotta go around the big pool of enemy ink, and it's like, meh, this isn't fun anymore.
On the other hand, you're against 2 only. There's 2 on each side, and they can infight as well. So that if they start killing each other, so say Rock and Paper are against each other, they can just shoot at each other, and then nobody gets the Ultra Beacon, and it makes Scissor's life very easy.
Yes, which is nice. That happened quite a few times, which is good.
Yes. Fight amongst. Amongst.
Oh god, I think that's a reference to something. Yeah, Tricolour Turf War, very fun, I'd say, actually. It's very chaotic. And
I'd like to see it on the other side and not being like, I feel like I have to be so aggressive.
Yeah, like, I spent most of the first half of the Splatfest trying out different weapons, like using the ink brush, which I never use in Splatoon 2. I was using the heavy a lot. That's really fun and really good as well, but less so when you've got to watch your back all the time and you've got no safe space to run back to.
There was a certain point where I found out that the .52 was just like the best thing ever, so I went into every match with the .52 pretty much.
Yeah. Does it feel more accurate to you? Because
Yes.
it felt more accurate to me.
Yes. After we were playing Splatoon 2 the day before, and I tried out the .52, and it just felt totally different, but I can't explain why. It just felt like everything hit.
Yeah. Like, .52 is very strong in Splatoon 2. It is the best weapon in the game. The Cancer for .52. Not by an absolute massive amount, but it is like played in every professional team kind of thing. And then you go to Splatoon 3 and it's better, and you're like, oh, what's going on here? Yeah, so me and Krog were just using 0.52 for the
I
vast
loved
majority of the
it. It was
matches.
great.
Yeah, and we were winning.
Yes.
Which is...
Like, yeah, I think I said the other day that I think we won like 90% of our matches.
Yep.
I mean, that probably we have some like inflated ego because we were playing against people who have not played the game before, probably. But
yes, but
who knows? We might have been playing against like pros.
you never know. Yeah, we were watching some European pros play the other night. They were on Team Scissors as well, so you got to watch them slaying. Yeah, got to watch them play. That was fun.
2 new weapons.
Oh yeah.
You've got the Splatana and you've got the
Tri-Stringer.
Tri-Stringer.
What did you think of the Splatana then?
I didn't like it. Well, not to say I didn't like it. I did like it, but I thought it was kind of weak.
Yes, I think it could do with a buff personally as well. This was the Splatana Wiper, to be specific, if we're listening back to this in 3 months, when there's several forms of Splatanas. It's sort of a sword weapon.
It's a katana, but a windshield wiper.
Katana, but Splatana. Very cool. Yes, it's got a charge shot, which paints decently. Takes maybe half a second to charge. Pretty good. Does about like 20 to, well, full 100 damage in a single swipe with that charge, which sounds amazing. Unfortunately, when you use it, it is not amazing.
It's very hard to use.
It's very hard to use. At the distance, you get like 20 points of damage on a Splatshot Pro can kill in maybe a third of a second. 0.52 can kill you closer and quicker. All they have to do is just go zip, 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 dead. It's, yeah. I'll get some more use out of it and then have a better opinion, but...
Yeah, because it's hard to say right now, because obviously we haven't had any training.
No, indeed. The single player will be good, and it'll be good to get some turf war battles with it. I would like to try that indeed. The Splatana Wipers kit is Torpedo and Ultra Stamp, which is an amazing kit. Anything with Torpedo is automatically fantastic, so good times. Ultra Stamp, very good, very good, very good. It doesn't seem to have been changed since Splatoon 2. Still has its weakness of you'll be able to be shot in the back, but if you use it right, that's not going to be a problem. The Tri-Stringer. What did you think of the Tri-Stringer then, Krog?
I didn't like it either.
Do you hate change?
No, because they brought out the Blobber in Splatoon 2, and I absolutely love the Blobber, so that's not... Yeah.
Yeah, nah, Blobber's fun to use. Tri-Stringer,
Don't get it.
it's kind of fun. It's kind of annoying when you get a fully charged shot and you hit someone with it and then they don't die because it's like an explosion and the explosions go off behind them because you didn't aim it at their feet.
Yeah, it's like, ew. I like accuracy with my weapon. I like to point my reticle at them and feel the charges go into them, and then that's it.
Yeah, like, it's got about the range of a Goo Tuber, I want to say. So not quite as much as a Splat Charger, but more than a Squiffer. It's got a charge to it. You can get a one-shot kill if you're lucky.
Yeah.
And it can paint either horizontally or vertically. At full charge, it releases sort of mini bomb type things, which do, I want to say, slightly over 50 damage each. You can get people with all of them and then they just die. But I didn't see anyone use this well at all in Splatfest.
I hardly had any damage from it when I was against them. I didn't have much trouble going around them and just going...
Yeah, it's like, I could use this, which is cool, but hard to use, and Or I could use a Splash Shot or a Splash Shot Junior and just kill them because I know how to use it,
Yeah.
and it's better.
It's a gun. We played this in every game.
Yeah, it's like point and shoot and die versus weird new mechanic. It'll probably be okay once I get to know it. Kit is Toxic Mist and Killer Whale 5.1, whichever way you paint it, is not a very good kit. Toxic Mist doesn't really help it. And Killer Whale 5.1 it's alright, it's good, but it's not.
I enjoy it.
I'd say that's a prime frontline special, and this bow is not on the front line.
Yeah, actually, because it's on the 0.52, and it works really well with the 0.52.
Yeah, it points out what people are, it follows them, and you're like, haha.
And
there's someone over there. Oh, they're dead because I've got a 0.52 count. Lovely times. Yes. We should probably talk about the new specials now.
Yes.
Let's start with Big Bubbler.
Meh.
Meh on Big Bubbler. Meh, she says. Big Bubbler is going to be absolutely fantastic for ranked. This in Splat Zones is going to be great. Big Bubble.
Yeah, it's going to be so annoying.
Other enemies can't paint in it. It's got a supercharged beacon in it, so you get a quick jump to it. It's fully protected. Amazing for jumps. For Turf War, pretty crap.
You can shoot it down pretty easily as well, so...
Yeah, like that against a charger, it doesn't last long. So, using it tactically is going to be the way. Then we go on to Crab Tank.
Crab Tank!
Yeah, Crab Tank, very good.
Really fun.
Yeah. It is a crab, it is a tank, it is a crab tank. It has explosive shots. It has long range, I want to say power of the splatter shot, maybe?
It's more powerful than a splatter shot, I think.
Okay, it has...
It builds up. So if you avoid using the the mortar sort of
Explosion mortar shots.
Yeah, you can just power that up, and I think that's better because you get accuracy with it.
Explosions are a 2-shot kill, and the rat-a-tat-tat machine gun element is, I think, a 3. I can't remember actually, to be honest, don't quote me on that. It paints really well, it's really mobile. It can be killed, however. Get a bomb on it, or too many shots into the crab tank itself, and you're dead, so don't use it on the front line.
Yeah, someone threw a suck bomb at me and it got stuck on me, and I just immediately exploded and died.
Yeah, unepic.
Oh, also, you don't have any invincibility frames when you get out of the crab tank, so you better retreat before it explodes.
Yeah, want to be used tactically. Then we have the Reef Slider.
Fun!
Yes, really cool idea. Your Inkling blows up a inflatable shark, rides it in, and explodes. That's cool. This should cut down on Splashdown related nonsense from Splatoon 2, where you just get shot if you do it,
Yeah.
and you die, and it's like, ugh, why'd I even bother using Splashdown?
You don't have much control over it, though.
No. Sorry, just knocked the mic over.
I'd just cut that out anyway, doesn't matter.
Yeah, so you ride into battle and you explode, and then if you're using the aerospray, presumably everyone's run away, turns around, shoots you dead. Or if you're using the...
You can ride it away from battle as well.
Yes, that's something else you can do, since it activates so quickly. It's... I watched a video by that SRB2 dude, and he calculated that it took 2/3 of a second to activate, so you can be shot in that time, but after that you're completely invincible until it blows up, which is very good.
You can just get run over by it as well, without it even exploding. It can kill you. So
Yeah, and you can explode it early as well if
Mm.
it's not going to explode where you want it to, or if you see everyone's got out
Yeah,
of the way
people
and
are-
they're gonna kill you, so you explode, then you can dodge out.
premature.
Premature explosion. How sad. Trizuka. Now.
Yeah.
You say yeah. You won't be saying yeah when 50 million of these things are killing you in ranked. Whew. This is going to be a very popular special. It's a powerful gun. What more can you say? One shots you. Very long range. It's very strong. It's also on splatter shot, much as it was in Splatoon 1 on the Tentatek splatter shot, along with Tentatek's old suction bomb. This is a very good kit for a splatter shot,
Yeah.
and yes, this is going to be a very strong special. Then we got the Killer Whale 5.1. As I said before, this feels to me like a frontline special. Tracks people, can get kills, better for tracking, but yeah, I got a good few kills out of this.
I did kill 2 people with 1 killer whale, so
Nice. Yeah, this isn't anything like the Splatoon 1 Killer Whale, which was just one big speaker that you placed down. It went, I'm going to explode here, then exploded.
this is several little speakers that follow
Yeah,
the
much like an auto stingray.
yes.
Any one of them can kill you.
Or you can just plonk it down and it just goes nuts.
Yeah. Good special. Then we have the Tacticooler. Tacticooler, I think, has the potential to be the best special in the game. Plonk it down, and it gives every one of your allies who touches it a speed boost. And,
Refreshments.
crucially, instant respawn if
Yes,
they die.
when I found that out, it was like, oh, I was pogging so hard.
Gross. You usually only pog over big man.
Just because you're jealous.
I won't deny it. Yeah, this is a really good, really good special.
Yeah.
I guess its one weakness is that everyone knows where it is, everyone can see it. So the enemy team, if they
You can
are
sort of camp
aggressive
it.
enough, can camp it. You have to pop out of the ink in order to get your sody pop. So,
My sody.
but it doesn't take very long for it to zoom to you. So
I wonder what
It's
it
not that
tastes like.
probably tastes is like a cheese shop.
I think it tastes like a crab juice.
Is it strong or is it weak?
Mountain Dew or crab juice. I'll take a crab juice.
Best if true. You really like that crab juice, to be fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You drank a lot of crab juice.
Good man. Flushing Meadows. Which I thought was a place made up for the joke, but then
No,
I
it's a
realised
real
it's
place.
real. Yes, that's what they do with the US Open, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, next special. Inkvac. Meh.
Who did we watch use it? And even they couldn't use it very well.
It
It
was
was
Brian.
Brian.
Brian the drummer.
Brian.
Hey, Brian. Yes. European Pro Brian. He used it. You got some kills out of it, to be fair. You suck up.
Ages.
You suck up ink being fired by the enemy, and you release it in a huge explosion. If you get a full tank, anyway.
Yeah.
Alternatively, somebody else comes behind you and kills you.
There's like a. It takes ages to get the big explosion. But
Yes.
if you do get the big explosion, it's good. But it takes like 5 seconds for the thing to kick in.
Yeah, and you could just get a small explosion, which nobody wants. Yeah, doesn't seem particularly strong. It's on backline weapons. I don't know about that, to be honest. Seems more of the midline special weapon. I can see here that it's on the .96 gal, which I think it could be good on. Would have to get more experience with this. I only used it on the Splat Charger in the demo. I think that was the only weapon it was on.
Yeah.
And it seems fine. It's like gonna have to get used to it. One which seems also just fine is the Zipcaster. This is going
difficult to use.
It's very difficult to use. It's going to be very annoying and ranked.
Oh, well, what was the weapon? It was Lunar Blaster with Zipcaster, and what was the sub?
Splat Bomb.
That is an evil set. That is disgusting.
It's a beautiful set.
I hate it.
You get that Lunar Blaster out, you get that Zipcaster, you can kill any backline you want. It is very strong. My experience with the Zipcaster was that it's really, really good on the Octobrush as well, I have to say.
It's, yeah.
Zipping behind people,
like
killing them,
would have
fantastic.
been a good option for the Splatana, but it's not on there for some reason.
Ooh, yeah, that would be good. Maybe another Splatana or a form of the generic Splatana will have it. Either way, why did I say this was meh and then go on to say it's great?
Because I said Lunar Blaster, and like, in theory, the potential of it is good.
Yes. I was going to say because it lasts about like 7 seconds. It's not very long. You'll get like maximum 2 kills out of it. Absolute maximum.
It took me the 7 seconds to realise how to use it, so by the time I figured out how to use it, it was over.
Yeah.
And it's not really on... It wasn't really on any weapons I'd like using, so...
Yeah, my biggest problem with it is that it leaves sort of inkjet landing marking, which meant that I thought, okay, place my marking somewhere safe, now swim round, now aim up at that pole, got it, now release, fling, oh this is awesome, land down behind the back line, kill them, yeah this is great, there's another person over there, I'll just brush up and zoom.
You're back.
You're back, I got 1 kill, awesome. Nah, it's got potential, it's going to be really good, and yeah, I can see this being a very, very good weapon indeed. Now from the Sublime to the also actually pretty good is the Wave Breaker.
Oh, annoying.
You put it down, it puts out some waves, you break them. No, not really. No. It's like jump rope. If you're in the other team, some waves come out, they'll mark you and give you 30 damage if they hit you. It's
gonna hurt.
If it hits you, you're gonna hurt. It's like Echolocator, but way weaker. It's nothing like Echolocator. I think you can also break the thing that was going at. I didn't realise that during the Splatfest, but I've seen other people firing at it.
I was always too far away to...
Yeah, because it was only on the E-liter and the heavy splatling. Actually, was it even on the E-liter? Yes, it was.
Yes.
Don't see why this is on the E-liter. You can't throw it very far. You can throw it as far as the Tacticula, which is...
that's not very far at all.
No.
That's like...
a few feet in front of you. It's not...
less than a bomb.
Far less than the bomb. It's a big heavy thing, and you like put it in front of you basically, and then it goes around and...
The wave goes quite far though, to be fair.
Yeah. Significantly less than E-liter range though. Probably about heavy splatling range, to be fair. So it's alright. This is an alright special. It's completely fine. And I believe that is the last of the new specials. We have plenty of returning ones. We've got... no. I was lying to you, my dear friends. I was lying to you, for there is...
How could you lie to our dear listeners?
I'm so sorry. Plenty of returning specials. Booyah Bomb, Inkstorm, Inkjet, etc. But the last new special is Triple Ink Strike. Oh, how exciting. Now this one seems very weak.
Oh, I couldn't use it at all.
It's got that thing, but Tenta missiles had for like the first 6 months in Splatoon 2, where you can't swim with it, and it's just like, why?
Yeah, you just have to walk around with it.
I don't really understand why they've given that, because Ink Strike's not that powerful. It's just you throw a thing, it gives you the enemy team a very clear warning there's going to be an Ink Strike here for like maybe a third of a second, and then there's a like suction bomb sized Ink Strike.
Oh, it's a bit bigger than a suction bomb, I'd say, because they're kind of like little vortexes.
Well, anyway, there's a little Ink Strike.
I think it's better for painting, I think, than it is for killing. It's quite good at painting, I'll give it that.
Yeah, it's definitely reasonable for painting. You throw at these 3 right at the end of a turf war match, you'll get a nice few percentage more. It will be good for tower, tell you that. Will it be good for clams? Yeah, probably. I wonder what the tactic will be with it. No, you'd have to throw all 3 at roughly the same time, because otherwise you're just standing there like a wally, aren't you?
A wally.
Oh, I don't know. I just don't know with this one. I have a feeling that they're probably going to let you swim with it at some point. It's all I'll say. And then you can just throw out your Ink Strikes. Oh, would that be too powerful? I don't know. I just don't know. Ink Strike in Splatoon 1, where you could touch the map and a huge Ink Strike would come down. Seems a lot better than this. I don't know. We should move on, because there's a lot more on this set list. And we're already 13 minutes over what we recorded last time. Yes. Big Hub World Immersive has been written here. Couldn't agree more. In Splatoon 1 and Splatoon 2, you had the Splashland. You had Inkopolis, that's what it's called.
Oh my god.
Oh, forgive me, it is late. You had Inkopolis. Now you have the Splatlands. They are very large. You can wander around them. It's much like downtown Tokyo. It's yes, it's like a slightly run down Asian area.
I wouldn't call it run down, it's just like, it's an urban area.
Yeah, it's got seedy areas. In fact, I'd say the whole thing was a little bit, I don't know, not where tourists would go, where people would live.
Yeah.
It's all surrounded by 12-story skyscrapers. There's a like a monorail train going overhead. There's constantly planes flying pretty low overhead as well. There's plenty of air conditioners. There's areas with lots of mildew on the ground.
It is
moss.
just Japan, pretty much.
Yes, it's very Japanese. You even got big old, can't remember what they call them, but it's like an arch in the Japanese pagoda style.
They're not. That's not a pagoda, but yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
They're like little gates. I forget what they're called. They are shrines.
Yeah. Anyway, one other change they made to Splatoon 3, we should move on, is that we now have splash tags.
Yeah, we kind of went over this earlier.
Yeah, you can put in whatever pattern you want, call yourself Snoop, have what you want to say at the bottom, and it's a lot of fun. You get to unlock new words. Isn't that cool? Next on the list, no clear gender. Yeah, you can now just choose your squid's hair style, and make it look like a boy or like a girl. Lucky you.
Or neither.
Or neither. Yeah. 2 new skin tones equals 9, it says. 11 new eye colours equals 22. Yeah, I didn't really notice that one, to be honest. But then I've always just picked grey. I like having grey eyes in Splatoon.
There's like 6 new eye colours where there's like 2 or more different colours in them, which I find kind of creepy, but...
Yeah, you got to see a lot of people with the pink and red eyes.
I didn't like them. I just prefer the normal colour eyes.
Slightly creepy looking, so a pink eye. Yes.
Pink eye, pink eye.
The last new customization thing of note is the new trousers you could wear.
That's not true. There's eyebrows as well.
The last new customization of note.
You think eyebrows aren't of note? There's like 3 different eyebrows to pick.
Really? Nah. Eyebrows are the window to the soul, it's true. That's why Milhouse is the most soulful Simpsons character. Name another Simpsons character with eyebrows. I'll wait.
True.
Nah, there's plenty, but they're mostly background characters, so... If you got this far into the podcast, type "I want to see Big Man's eyebrows" in chat.
Nobody has come this far. I won't get this far.
Oh god. Yes. So, the last thing on the agenda is to say the test fire. Wasn't that great?
The last thing on the yeah, that's not the last thing, but okay.
What's the last thing then?
Little buddy. Well, thank you for listening.
No. Little buddy. We can talk about little buddy. You can choose his hairstyle. You had a cowlick. I had a pineapple.
I didn't have a cowlick. I had the Elvis hair.
Yeah. He had a little quiff. It was very cute. Got to see him around the plaza.
Yeah.
In
He's
strange locations. Yeah, it was fun. Playing Find Little Buddy.
I mean, there's a lot more we could say about the vibe. But maybe you can just experience that when you play it on Saturday.
Feeling the vibe. Or indeed, whenever you play it. Anyway, test fire. 100 out of 10 it said. I would argue that it may be 103 out of 10. Because it's Splatoon 3.
You literally said the other day that you thought Splatoon 3 was Splatoon 2.5, so...
Oh yeah, to be fair. I mean, it's very much like Splatoon 2, isn't it?
Is it though?
Yeah, just with smoother controls, more weapons, a cooler setting, and
so
the promise of more to come.
So it's not like Splatoon 2 at all?
Well, everything else is like Splatoon 2, let's be honest. And Splatoon 2 is one of my favourite games, so of course I'm going to buy it, and I'm going to play it a lot. I have spent probably 3,000 hours now in Splatoon 2.
Oh, no. You spent more.
Good. Yeah, it's a game I play a lot. And having a test fire like that is fantastic. Free to play. Anyone with a Switch could play it because you got free Nintendo Switch Online.
So you
for
get
a
some
week.
new people into it.
Yeah.
I saw that Moist Critical was playing it.
Not Moist Critical.
Yes.
My good friend from university messaged me for the first time in a while, asking me Snoot. He said, Snoot. Well, he calls me Snoot.
Your birth name, Snoot.
Exactly. Calls me Snoot, and he says, I just played the Splatoon 3 test fire. Do you think I should get Splatoon 3 or Splatoon 2? So I tells him, I says, I think you should get Splatoon 3.
He would be a fool to get Splatoon 2.
Oh, yes. I said, to be fair, I said, most other companies I'd recommend getting Splatoon 2 first and then going into Splatoon 3, but it's not going to be it's not going to be any cheaper, is it? Because they're still going to charge 50 for it. And Splatoon 3 is where the future of the series is. It seems, from what we've played, like a very good time.
Yeah.
So I think we should wrap it up now. We've been rabbiting on for long enough about Splatoon 3, and yeah, thank you very much for listening.
Thanks for listening.
Yeah, hope you had a good time. Peace out, gamers.